I've been giving all sorts of love to a lot of different animals lately. Reptiles, birds, and even insects have gotten time in the spotlight. Today, I thought I'd talk about some animals that are a little closer to our branch on the tree of life. And this is my top 5 most interesting mammals. Number 5, the colugo, also known as the flying lemur, isn't actually a lemur at all. The family that colugos belong to split off from other mammals about 80 million years ago. And they have skin that stretches from their fingers to their feet and their tail, essentially turning them into one big furry kite. And they use that skin to glide from tree to tree, and they can do that for almost 200 feet. Number 4, the pink fairy armadillo. The pink fairy armadillo doesn't even look like a real animal, and it could easily pass as a Pokemon, with its oversized claws and the pink armor that runs down its back. And it uses those oversized claws to dig underground for food and safety because it is, after all, the smallest living armadillo, coming in at under 5 inches. Number 3, the muntjac. These guys are truly bizarre. They're a tiny species of deer native to South Asia. They have antlers, but they don't use those for fighting like other deer. They use their fangs. That's right, their fangs. And if that wasn't interesting enough, they have specialized glands on their face that sometimes open up during social interactions that kind of makes them look like they have 2 sets of nostrils. Number 2, the pangolin. These guys are sometimes called scaly anteaters, and for good reason. Their primary diet is small insects like ants, bee larvae, flies, and crickets. But they're also covered in a scaly armor made of keratin, which is the same thing that our hair and fingernails is made out of. Number 1, the duck-billed platypus. Duck-billed platypus evolved 120 million years ago during the Cretaceous. In fact, we have it backwards. They predate ducks by almost 50 million years. But honestly, platypus-billed duck doesn't really roll off the tongue. They lay eggs, they're venomous, they don't have a stomach, and that bill is for more than just good looks. Tons of tiny sensors on that bill allow them to detect the electrical signal of their preferred prey, which is insects, worms, and shellfish. And I know it's kind of a cop-out since platypus was the number 1 on our most amazing animal adaptations, but they don't have a stomach.